Hello, everyone, and welcome to Liquor with LeRusso. I'm your host, Chris LeRusso, back after our holiday break. And today, I actually have something a little bit different for you all today. I've decided to go with a whiskey from a small local distillery. This is Wigle Whiskey, Pennsylvania Straight Bourbon, made right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Straight Bourbon from our family-owned distillery in Pittsburgh. Certified organic straight bourbon whiskey, 92 proof. One of the nice things is because this is a small local distillery, it has on here the batch, the tasting notes, aged 2 years. So you can tell that you can tell that this is from a small local distillery that's starting to get their feet underneath them. American whiskey was born in Pittsburgh. Our namesake, Philip Wigle, was a Pittsburgh distiller sentenced to hang when he fermented the 1970s Whiskey Rebellion. This bourbon brings back the Pennsylvania tradition of distilling with regional grains milled on site and then distilled in our copper pots, aged in new charred oak barrels. Pittsburgh Distilling Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So if you are from Pittsburgh or the Pittsburgh area, their distillery and their bottle room is in the Strip District of Pittsburgh. And while they have a lot of products, this is their basic straight bourbon whiskey. So let's see what we got here. Ooh. It does not have the overwhelming burn that you sometimes get from smaller distilleries or younger whiskeys. This has been aged 2 years, and it doesn't have the burn or the acetone that you sometimes get from younger or rawer whiskeys. I'm picking up some fruit notes. I like the colors. It's got sort of a dark amber going on. It does not look watered down at all. So let's see what we got. There's some heat as it leaves the tongue. So it doesn't have the burn that you get. Oh, and it warms you up very nicely down through the chest. There's definitely some sweet notes at the start. So it doesn't have the again, sort of sometimes that bitterness or that alcohol flavor that you sometimes get with younger whiskeys. Let's see what else. Like I said, the heat comes later. It doesn't hit the tongue real hot. You kind of get like a sweet note at the beginning, almost like a I don't want to say butterscotch. That's wrong. But there's a sweetness to it early. That, let me see if I can. Salted caramel is apparently what they, and maple. That's it. Okay. So yeah, I can definitely taste like the maple and the salted caramel as soon as it hits your tongue. Again, it's got that warmth as it leaves, as you swallow, and it leaves some warmth on the tongue, leaves some warmth in the chest. I like it a great deal. And this is actually, I've had some Wigle products before, but I haven't had anything in a couple of years, and it seems like they're starting to really figure out what they're going for. So now, the one thing that is a little hard to swallow. This is going to run you $55. It is a new distillery, relatively new distillery, and they're getting their product out there, and they're trying to make a profit, and they're trying to get their business running and rolling. I think it is a very, very, very good whiskey with some personality and something's going on. I understand the $55 for somebody who either, can't have the distinction between different kinds of whiskeys, or just, their budget doesn't allow them to indulge that much. I can understand how you can get a little bit of sticker shock in seeing $55 a bottle. But at the end of the day, I am going to recommend Wigle Whiskey, and I am going to recommend the Wigle Distillery. I think it's a very good bourbon, and I think that they're starting to really put together some good products. For those of you who may be 55 or 65, and I do believe that there are some other products out of their distillery that can go all the way up to $85. If you get a little bit of sticker shock and you see that, a lot of these distilleries are very much aware of that, and you can see that they have other products and other variants, blends, some different things or I believe Wigle sells a old-fashioned kit. So you've got sort of not only the alcohol, but the ingredients for it. I know that they do have a couple, I'm not sure if they still make their landlocked rum, which was made with honey as opposed to sugarcane. But there's a lot of things that Wigle Whiskey has going on for it, that if the 55 hits you a little hard, I'm sure that they have something that you can support your local business, support your local distilleries, and also get a good drink out of it without completely breaking the bank. So again, my recommendations, if you are in the Pittsburgh area, check out their tap room, and check out their in the Strip District of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's see, I'm not sure if there's a website on here. If there is a website, I will link it in the description below. WigleWhiskey.com. Okay, so WigleWhiskey.com for their website. You can also get this product in Pennsylvania state stores. So I encourage everybody to try something a little bit different and to support your local distillery, your local whiskey makers, your local bourbon makers. And that's going to be it for this episode of Liquor with LeRusso. I will see you next time. Sláinte and bottoms up.